Wait, I'm crooked. So Remy first, Tracy second. Remy, that's not fair. Hi, Marilyn. How is everyone? What are you up to? I just came back in the house around 4 something. I've been out and about all day, playing with dirt in the garden. Okay, Remy. So I've been in the garden, weeding. I prepared a bed to plant tomatoes for next week. I still have 3 beds to prepare in the in-ground garden. And I have, I think, 4 or 5 rose beds to prepare. In my another area next to my chicken coop, I have 2 more rows there that I need to weed, broad fork, and amend. And then I need to place, I was supposed to create a new raised bed, but it's not happening this year. So instead, I changed a little bit my plans, and I will be, instead of creating a new raised bed, I'm just gonna add, I have like grow bags that are 25 gallons and 30 gallons, and I'm just gonna put them where I was gonna put the last raised bed, because we were supposed to destroy one and relocate it. So instead of destroying it this year, we're just going to repair it and do our best, because like it's already planting time. Starting, what day are we today? The 21st. Technically, it's the 25th. Hardening off has been very hard. I normally take out all my plants in the morning and take all of my plants back inside. And then last week we had a couple of nights where it was over 12 degrees Celsius, 12, 15. So I left everything outside. Started up potting, everything's outside, everything was well. And I'm like, yay, spring is officially here. We should be fine. And then we had 2 days of risk of frost. I had to bring everything back in. A total disaster. None of it, like, I don't have place for all of those trays. So kitchen table, kitchen counter, kitchen island, everywhere. I have stuff everywhere. So basically my morning routine is like getting up, getting the kids ready, and then once the kids are in school, I check the temperature like every minute to see when it's 11, 12 degrees Celsius, bring everything outside. In the shade, I have a shady area on my back deck, and then water everything every couple of days, and then feed the animals, do my rounds. In like it's almost 10 o'clock because of all the trays that I have to bring out. So it is time consuming, this hardening off, and it's making me realize that all winter long we're like, oh my god, we want to eat tomatoes and blah blah blah, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want the hot weather, but like there's this like period of like cuckoo-ness, craziness that happens 2 to 4 times a year. Just before I went to convention was a time crunch for me. I had to plant all my cold hardy crops. And then May 25th, end of the month, is when everything else goes in the garden, which is like the biggest time of the year. And there's like so many trays, so many things. It's like, it's a nightmare. I do hope I'll have a seedling greenhouse next year. 600 onions, nice. I do hope you love onions. Yes, it is 6. Oh, I just did something. Okay. My addiction drove me to the local nursery and I bought one yellow raspberry, one like pearl currant. At least it's going to feed you flowers. I can't stay. We are getting super late and my eyes can't handle. No worries. I'll take how long you can give me. I do hope that you feel better soon. I hope so. Well, every year it's the same thing. Every year we say we're going to do things differently. Um, this year I'm realizing that there's many things that I should not grow in the spring. That I should concentrate on like some small quantities of cold hardy crops, being cabbages, cauliflower, broccoli. Like have a couple during the summer and then free up some of the space to for something else because it's a lot of work. The transitioning, the sewing, the taking care of, the uppotting, and all of that. It's very time consuming. So I know that, like, I sowed beets, and because of my injuries, I'm losing 4 trays. Like I sowed eight trays, I think, and I lost almost half because I am not able to plant them. They are like my hands hurts way too much, and like it's starting to get better. So today was the no, yesterday was the first day that my two fingers are not strapped together, and I'm still wearing a brace on my hand to make sure that I don't hurt it because I was compensating since it's this finger I hurt. It's been 3 weeks almost. I was like using only these two fingers, mainly these two and a little bit of this one. So I was pulling muscles here. And then I tripped over a piece of wood in the grow room and like I smashed the corner of my hand, like about here, the corner of the wall on my wrist that was already hurting. So I have a bruise and like fatigued muscle in here. So I'm not very productive. So I am slowly realizing that as a one woman show, I will have to make hard decisions and maybe next year grow less in the spring so that I can tackle more and then grow more in the fall. And like usually you would harvest the beets, like you would sow beets around, I think it's like mid of July, early July, and then it would bring you after all the craziness of the summer. So I am hoping that I will learn from this year. But hardening off is definitely a period that is a struggle because you're always your plants are like really ready to be transplanted and then you have to wait and wait and wait and then they struggle and then you don't know what to do. I just gonna wait at the end of the week. Hopefully the weather. Yeah, I hope the weather's gonna be on our side. Like I am hesitant to transplant my tomatoes on the 25th because every year we have a risk of frost. Like 27th, 28th, 29th of May. So I'm going to check the temperatures to make sure that everything is fine because there's no way I'm putting like buckets and all of that nonsense on all of my tomato plants. I have decided that I'm not going to sell my extras. I'm planting every last part of my tomato plants. I have a couple that I'm donating, but I'm planting it all. So I mostly have paste style And instead of selling my paste and selling my little extras of slicers, I'm just going to plant it all. I sacrificed 1 or 2 rows of beets, and I'll plant all my tomatoes. And I'm hoping to grow at least 18 months of tomatoes products. So pizza sauce, salsa, tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, ketchup. I want to do barbecue sauce, chipotle barbecue sauce. Like, I want to do all of that for at least 18 months. I still probably will have leftovers of last year, which will bring me to 2 years. Because next year, I really want to focus on uh, like stop running like crazy. And tomatoes is one of the things, and peppers, it's one of the things that it's a lot of work. So I'm hoping that me, by doing this year, I can like semi take a sabbatical year. Like, not I'm still gonna homestead, I'm still gonna do everything I do, I'm still gonna garden, I'm still gonna teach, I'm still gonna do YouTube, but I want to slow down a little bit and maybe visit other homesteaders or go on a vacation. I haven't been on a vacation since Cedric was like a baby. Cedric is 6 years old, so I'm way due. Our family is way due also for a vacation. So this is why this year I'm pushing myself so much, so that next year will be the year that we might take a vacation as a family. I'm hoping that all this effort will work. I had to bring my cukes and my squash inside since they were not germinating. Now I have to harden them, but cold spring. Cool, fishing. It is a long weekend here. Yes! Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, almost. Like, we're going to plant everything, and then 2-3 weeks after, we're going to have to start sowing our turnips, our second round of beans, and then there's going to be another round of salads. And it's crazy. Bon appetit. I feel ya. I feel ya. Yeah. Well, your gardening is your gardening season is a bit smaller than ours, but if you want to have a earlier crop and a later crop, you definitely will have to invest on a tunnel or a converted temple structure like I have. And like, I'm harvesting lettuce right now on a daily basis. Well, now I'm like, it's going to seed, so I'm gonna have to wait 2-3 weeks for my second batch of lettuce. But like, I could eat lettuce every other day, radishes, I have herbs, I have thyme, I have cilantro, dill, I'll have fennel in 2-3 weeks. And what else will I have? I have peas coming up because I sowed it earlier. Why? Why is gardening dangerous? Are you talking about my finger? Annie is like 5 times more busy than I am. I doubt that. I don't know. Ask her. Ask her. Annie, are you planning on making new content? Thank you. Hello, Bushcraft family. Welcome to the live. I hope so. I hope so. Like, we've been talking about the fact that we've neglected our house and our renovation, and like, there's many things. Like, we own a century old home, so it's 106 or 100 and something years old, and there's a lot of renovations to be done. And because of the homestead season being like springtime, summertime, fall time, there's not much time to renovate, restore, rest. So like we run like crazy, like chickens with no heads, like run all the time. Like a weekend, I told my husband this yesterday. I don't remember one weekend where we just sat, or a weekend that we decided we're not going to work unless like if it's raining. But like this weekend, it's a long weekend. It was a 4-day long weekend. Some parents are out camping right now. I'm not saying that that's what I would be doing right now, but it would be nice like to do something else on the long weekends and enjoy a little bit of our lives instead of just like work. Yes, definitely time for peace. Yeah, but it's not because of the homestead. It's I was running after Cedric and I closed the door too fast and my hands just I didn't move my hand fast enough. But the wrist, I knew it was gonna happen because the 2 first days that I got injured, I can't reprogram my brain in 2 days like to pick everything up with the left hand, and like I was always going with my right hand, and like I felt the pull on the side of my arm, and I knew it was gonna happen, but I couldn't predict that I was gonna fall on a piece of wood that was on the ground that the kids left there. I should, but I guess I need sleep. Yes, yes, you do. um, you should visit. You should visit, like Mama Homemade's homestead. She has um an acre. I think she has an acre, and she's utilizing as much as I am. And she's actually borrowing land from her neighbor. So she has 400 feet rows. And you correct me if I'm wrong. You have 4 or 500 feet rows. And then you have 10 or 12 rows of 60 feet or 40 feet. And then you have a tunnel, I think, which is the same dimensions as mine. And she has like another piece of in front of her house that's probably 30 feet by 30 feet that she either grows garlic, squash, or stuff like that. It's amazing. She has amazing gardening space. I would love to have that. But like me, she's a solo homesteader with very young kids. I I don't know how she does it, but she works very hard. I think my birds would be ready to go out full time next week. But we don't have space since the rabbit that we were supposed to have only for the winter. Ooh. We did receive something special this week. I had like something happen to me. I secured a 40 chick order, meat birds, and I sent my husband to pay for the meat birds. And I totally, my brain, after that, I told him what was needed to be done, and he forgot. And I wrote in my book that Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday of this week, we were supposed to pick up meat birds. And on our way there, I said, "Did you pay for them?" I don't know why. It just popped up in my brain like that. And he said, "No, I thought you were going." So we arrived at the co op. They did not have our order because we didn't prepay it. I was so mad. I was crying. I had mix of emotions, and I went to see the lady. I'm like, I know, like, it's our mistake, but can you keep my name in case someone like does not pick up the chicks or cancellation or whatever? I'll come pick up whatever you have left, even if it's 5. And she's like, no worries, I'll call you at 4:45, 5 o'clock if I have cancellations or if anyone didn't pick up their order. And whatever's left, I'll call you. So thankfully, 20 birds were not collected. So instead of having 40, we're only going to have 20. And we decided last year that we're only going to raise once this year because raising twice makes it really, really hard because it's at the end of the season and we are planning to go visit a friend of mine in Gaspésie in the end of the summer. So August, September, October, around there. So by having meat birds late in the year is not a good thing. So since I'm taking a semi-sabbatical year next year, that's mean I was not planning on raising meat birds. And this is why I was raising 40 this year. But we'll see. Like, worst case scenario, we'll just raise chickens and we'll see what happens. So somewhere, like somehow someone decided that it was only going to be 20 that we were going to raise this year. And I'm sure I'm going to make it work. 8,000 square feet. That is amazing. I think yes. But I have like so much logistics to make it happen. Like, I have to complete the potty training of Luna. I have to operate Luna because her dog is not operated and he's a male. And from what I understand, Luna is going to be November, December, Janvier, Février, Mars, Avril, May. She's 6 months old. So between 6 months and a year, she's going to have her first period. And then when that first period sets in, I call the vet and then we take an appointment for the operation so that she does not have babies. Or I plan on breeding Luna with a golden retriever when I go Gaspésie and bring back complications with me or blessing. I don't know. But I need to also arrange that before we leave and then automate everything, the chickens, the rabbits, the ducks, all of that. So before I can actually start planning to go to Gaspésie and to go to New Brunswick, I need to figure out those logistics first. Yes, definitely. I will raise meat birds too. Haha, Remy told me 6 so far. You're raising 6 meat birds this year? But definitely, if I am not able to do it this year, I do hope that I am able to do it. So I have 2 goals for this year. I want to be able to go meet out in Ontario a couple of homesteaders at the end of the season. We're looking into October. Like, we're trying to find a middle point for us. And we'll see like what we can do, because like I'm realizing that what I had the weekend of the conference was like not enough. Like, I wanted to chit chat with like my friends. Like, it was not only going to meet up with YouTubers and homesteaders, is like I was going to meet up with some friends now, and like I didn't have enough of that time to chat with them. So that's one of the things I would like to do, is do a second gathering in like at the end of our season, in the middle point of like us driving about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, and like have like a picnic and spend the day together and have fun. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to have like a small 4 or 5 days vacation to go see my friend in Gaspésie, and crossing my fingers that I'll be able to sneak like near New Brunswick if I can go see Remy. But like, that would be my goal this year. But next year, I would love to travel a little bit more. I miss the mountains. I miss the ocean. I miss the smell of the ocean. I miss the breeze of the ocean. I miss the sounds. The water hitting the rocks. I miss it. Like I didn't realize how much I did miss it until like being at Angie's and Mike's, driving. Like it was not the same thing of like going down east or out west, but I'm now realizing that I really need to go on a vacation. Okay, so out of the chicks that you are raising, you think you have 4 or 5 roosters. Wait a minute. You brought home 10 chicks, and you have confirmed that there's 6 roosters? Well, here's the thing. If I go on vacation next year, and I'm going to New Brunswick, there's a destination that I'm dying to go. Well, 2. 1, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I want to go to Prince Edward Island. Like, I want to go see that special red sand beach. So, if I'm going to New Brunswick, I would really, really, really want to fork and like go to Prince Edward Island. That's like one of my bucket list place I want to go visit. Okay. But like, here's the thing. If I go on vacation 2 weeks, we decide to go crazy, I need to automate a lot of stuff. In like, I have neighbors that said that they would take care of my chickens and take care of my animals and all of that. But like, that means like I have to add more windows in my shed, because that means like my chickens come in and out morning and night, no training necessary. But my ducks, they need to be put to bed. So that means someone needs to come when the sun has set. So they go to bed a little bit later than hens. So hens go to bed before the sun sets, but the duck waits like just before darkness, and then they go inside. So that means if I don't add windows to the coop, I will have to have a very nice neighbor that comes put my ducks to bed every single night. If my neighbor does not want to do that, that means I'll have to open up my coop, ventilate, add a lot of windows so that they can have like this indoor operation going on, so that my neighbor comes in, check if everyone's okay, count if everyone's alive, and then like if I'm gone 2 weeks, that means add straw if need be, because ducks do make a mess. And like, if ever there's a problem, I would be so far away, so I wouldn't be able to take care of it. So I would have to train someone to be prepared for all of that. Also, that means like I can't breed my doe. Like, I would have to breed my doe just before I leave my bunny, because I don't want to scrap her. Like, I want to have at least 2-3 litters, so that I can like keep her numbers good. So that means like I would have to adjust. Like, there's many things that I need to do to make it happen, but like, this is why I'm practicing this year, trying to do the outing in October, trying to go 4 or 5 days in I guess BZ, which is 7 hours away. Yeah, 7 hours away. But that also means that I'll be canning a lot this year. Every deal I will find, I will be canning, freezing, dehydrating. That would be fun. That would be definitely fun. My mom would kill me, that's for sure. But that would be awesome. Hoping that there's like, I remember my husband said every year, as soon as the school finished, they would pop in their cars and they would go at their grandma's. It's just past Quebec where they used to go every year. They would drive and they would go past Christmas with their grandparents, their aunts, their uncle. That was like past Quebec City. So that would be something to think about. My husband wanted to go see his cousin in Nova Scotia this year, but not possible for me. It's hard. It's hard to make those decisions. Like, I can't go because of my homestead. Like, we're making difficult choices into raising our own food, raising our own meat, and have a nice evening. And then like opportunities come up, and then we have to turn them down because we have no one to farm sit, which hurts me. Like, it breaks my heart. Like, I've been working my ass off, sorry my language, for 5 years to create this beautiful landscape. This year I'm adding more of a food forest to my homestead so that I can have even more food, like fruits. Like, I'll now have berry bushes, like all different kinds of berry bushes in all my vegetables, the meat that I raise. But then, like, if you don't have anyone to farm sit, you can't go anywhere. Like, you can sleep over. Like, if I have an automatic system, I could leave for 24 to 48 hours. No problems, no stress. But that means I can't travel far. Like, the farthest I can travel maybe is Quebec City for 2 days and then come back and have someone like just pop in and check if there's enough water, if there's any damages, or if there's any heat. Because past that, like, if there's a problem, we're way too off. So this year I'm trying to make everything work. And that also means that I have to close up. Like, if I'm not planting as much next year, I don't know if that's going to work well. Like, after 5 years or 6 years of doing so much, I don't know how I'm going to, like, if I see all those shelves being empty or not as much. And if I leave 2 weeks, like, that means someone is going to have to come water the garden or have like this semi-automatic system that is legal for the city, so that like whatever is planted don't get lost. Like, obviously I'm still going to plant tomatoes. I'm still going to do it, but I'm not going to go like 150 tomato plants. Like, I probably like going to do like 30, so that whatever is left over, I can just freeze them. And whenever I lack certain things during the winter, I can just like thaw them and cook them. But that's all in my head right now. That's like what's in my head, in my plate, and I'm trying to work around that logistic so that I can have a little bit more fun. Did I miss any comments? I hope you guys don't hear my dogs barking like crazy. We have like kids that are playing in the street right now. And my little dog, Theo, thinks he's a bulldog or like a protective dog. And he just keeps on barking and barking and barking and barking. My father told me he planted 400 onions, 400 beans, 600 peas. But it's the last year of gardening for them. I'm hoping that I can plant 400 beans. That would be awesome. Because definitely Um, I grew not enough last year. I didn't can enough. So if I would want to do 18 months of beans, I think that's what I would have to plant 400 beans. At 60, I can plant 2 rows, so 120. I'll have 120, 240. Yeah, I'll probably have, I'm hoping to have at least 400 sown so that I can pressure can a lot of beans this year. Worst case, I could go at the farmer's market and just buy bushels and can it. Because, like, I'll have the mason jar for sure, and I'll have the time at the end of the season. If I'll have the energy, that's another question. But I love to have beets, beans, corn, pressure can. I try to have indoors. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do this year, but I had 5 plants of Red Robin's tomatoes, and I had cherry tomatoes early on the year. I can't remember when. I think it was like February or March. But if I plan ahead, I would be able to have a cold salads of beets, corn, and then add some cherry tomatoes to that. And I have like a salad dressing, and I'm hoping to dehydrate some chives, garlic chives, green onions, and add all of that to a beautiful salad. And tonight, my husband did something. He added everything basil seasoning to our salad dressing. I've never done that. It was really good. I think I also have 400 onions, or maybe closer to 300, and peas. I don't think I have 600 peas. I would love to have space for 600 peas, but I know I have 1 row, 2 rows, 4 rows of 15 feet. I think I have 4 or 5 rows. I don't know how much that would be. I forgot to tell you, I went to nursery. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday I brought my daughter to one of the nurseries near our house. It was so funny. Like, I arrived there and face to face with one of the teachers at my children's school, and she's like, "Oh my god, you're coming here with your kid. It's so fun." And, like, we had a chit chat, and I looked at her. I looked at what she picked up. It was, and like we started chatting a little bit, and then I picked up some flowers. I was finally found some pompons marigold. It's not the name pompon, but it looks like the one I was looking for. So there was 2 left. I only took 1. Should have taken 2. And I got that. So it's a white pompon, like white yellowish cream marigold. My daughter got some, not cactus, but it's those little tiny flowers. You put them in terracotta pots, and like you can neglect them. I forgot what they're called. Anyway, she got that. I also got a Concord grapevine. I wanted to, yeah, succulent. I wanted 2, but they were not looking very hot. Like, I took the one that was like that looked the most nice visually. The others were like, they looked like they had a little bit of cold, so I did not take them. So I am out looking for another Concord grapevine so that I will have 2 varieties of grapes. So Concord and Somerset. Concord for juicing and Somerset for fresh eating. Hoping not to share too much with the birds. I know they love grapes. So I did get that. I got a Saskatoon berry. There was 3 plants, but I wanted to take 2. but one looked like it died and the other one looked like it was dying. So I only took the one that looked like was surviving, and now it looks like it's fine. So I also need a second Saskatoon berry. What else did I get? I got baby's breath. No, that was hmm. So I went to the nursery. It was not Friday. I went to the nursery. It was Thursday night. I went to the nursery with my daughter, and I'm trying to remember. So I got baby's breath in pink, the grapevine, the Saskatoon berry, the marigold, the succulent. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Doesn't matter. So that was my trip to the nursery. I was very satisfied. Didn't cost me that much. And then my husband said, "Oh my God, I'm finishing early today. My last appointment got canceled, so I should be home for lunch, just before lunch." I'm like, "Oh, I have to go do groceries. Do you want to go with me?" So, and then he says, "You want to go to Walmart?" And Walmart has a nursery section, which I almost like wanted to take out my hose. I don't know if this happens to you. If ever you go to nurseries and like you see plants are dying because they're lacking water, like you want to go get someone and say, "Oh my God, you're killing a plant," or just hand me the hose, I'll water them. So I had like that moment when I was going at the nursery. I found a new berry plant that I've never seen the name. I sent you the picture, Remy. What was it called? What was it called? What was it called? I sent you a picture of something. Um, what was it called? Oh yeah, Josta berry. I've never seen this. Has anyone seen this? Josta berry. High yielding. It looks like a black currant. I've never seen this. So I had fun looking at everything. They did not have a Concord variety, but they had a lot of stuff. And I ended taking baby's breath in white going at the nursery. And then we went out to lunch, and we had a barbecue chipotle burger, cheeseburger with crisp onions inside. And he looks at me, he's like, "Can you grow chipotle peppers?" So I'm like, "Well, chipotle is jalapeno that you, I can't remember if you dehydrate first and then smoke it, or if you smoke it then dehydrate it. It's one or the other. And like you let your jalapeno turn red on the vine, and then you do either dehydrate or smoke, and then do the opposite. And that is called a chipotle pepper. So I was only growing. I had one plant for a customer, and I had 4 plants for myself. And I was only planning to do salsa and other stuff with my hot peppers. And then he turns around and he says, "Well, can we grow more jalapenos?" So I'm like, "Well, sure. I'm gonna go at the nursery again." So on Friday, I went to the nursery again, and I got 24. I know I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this so bad. 24 jalapeno plants. So that I have no idea where I'm gonna plant them. I'll probably have to put them in my grow bags, or I don't know. I'm gonna figure something out. Obviously, I won't be able to respect the spacing, and it's gonna be like a hot mess. But I bought that, and then I found a tomato plant. I was so good. I did not buy any tomato plants, but then I was chit chatting with the girl at the nursery, and I found a chocolate sprinkled saladinette tomato. And I couldn't resist. And there was suckers on it. So I'm like, more plants. So I bought that. And what else did I get there? I got some peony. No, not peonies. Petunias for my daughter. A white, a cream rosé, and then a dark purple. Because I wanted to create like some beauty on the back balcony for her. She wants flowers. So I did that for her. And well, there's a lot of bugs. I don't know for you guys if you have a lot of bugs in your area. Like I was out all day yesterday, all day today, and it was ridiculous. There was so much bugs, so much mosquitoes. So I bought a mosquito plant, and then I don't know if because my Siri was listening, I got a video of how to create a arrangement of flowers so that it repels mosquitoes. So in that video, it said mint in a separate container, and then to add catnip, marigold, lavender, catnip, marigold, lavender. There was something else. I forgot the other one. So it did not mention that citronella plant, but what I did is I had like this beautiful pot that had a sunflower on it, and put the citronella plant in the middle, and then I had a lavender, catnip, and marigold, and I'm just gonna put that next to our barbecue station in the backyard. And I just sprinkled a lot of marigold seeds all over our front arrangement in front of the house, so that hoping it's gonna sprout and then have all these beautiful marigolds. Because from what I'm understanding, marigold, the odor, they don't like it. The lavender, you have to rub the leaves and put it on you. Same thing with peppermint. That's what the video said. So I'm going to try this year because they're back with like revenge. Is a complex cross fruit bush, and this involves trees. Okay. The blackcurrant, black gooseberry. It's a similar. Okay. I saw that. I'm wondering. I think I have spearmint. Spearmint is mojito mint, I think. I hope. Because I have so much mint here. You should have told me you wanted mint. I have mint. People ask me, do you have a couple of leaves of mint? Like, and I bring them like a bushel. Because I have so much, I don't know what to do with it. And it comes back year after year. So we use it to, like the back deck does not have a siding. So we use it for that, like once it's flowering, it's super high and like it occupies a lot, and it brings in a lot of bees when it flowers. But every year it comes back and goes a little further. So I might have to revise that because I have a lot of mint and killing it is very hard. Maybe I should ask Remy to come kill it. Since you're a plant killer. Just looking at the comments. Onions that stayed in the ground last year. I should cut the stem, no. Onions are biennials. So if you sowed seeds and then planted them last year, this year they're going to be going to seed. If you bought bulbs and you planted bulbs, it probably created an onion. I don't know. I'm not sure. Usually they're biannual, so the second year they would create seeds. Marilyn, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a joke. It was a joke, I promise. I don't think he'll. Yeah, same thing. Well, nature could actually play a trick on you, but let's just say I planted some onions from seeds. And then the onion was like super small, and I didn't pick it up. And sometimes I have onions that come back the year after, and I have an onion from it. So it could be many things. Like it went into dormancy, God knows why, and became like a onion. Um, I'm so tired. I'm losing my English today. Because when the ones that you buy at the store, the bulbs, it's onions that are started from seeds, and then once it bulbs, they put it into dormancy, and then they ship it to you, or you pick it up in the store, and then you plant it to continue the bulbing process, from my understanding. Um, I think I caught all the messages. So, what about you guys? What are you working on? Like, I've been blabbering for an hour. I'm curious. What are you guys working on? So, Marilyn, like you're playing the back in out with your seedlings, your chickens. You have probably more roosters and hens. Anything else going on? I know I can't wait to start planting, but I also know that's a lot of work. Like today, I prepared one bed that will have one row of lettuce, one row of tomatoes, and one or two rows of beans. And then tomorrow is a day off, depending on the weather. I'm hoping to finish prepping my raised bed gardens because those are less work for me. There's not as much weed. The pathways, I just weed whack them. I don't need to remove the weeds, and the pathways don't have an impact on what's growing in the rows. But in my in-ground garden, I have to weed the rows and the pathways. And today, like the four that are left, the weeds are like very vicious. It's like hard weeds to remove. And it takes me a long while, and like I try not to hurt my hand, so. But I'm thinking that once the tomatoes are planted, like at least half of the cucunisses will be done. Hello, Jill. How are you? Are you playing in dirt? Are you in your garden? Oh, so sorry. I think that's a sign. Tonight, since the kids are not having to go to bed early, after the live, I will. We got some marshmallows, and we're gonna go in the fire pit. And I have a lot of weeds to burn, and like the weeds from the garden, and like we have wood from the renovations that we need to burn. So we're gonna do a 2-for-1 hoping that the bugs don't eat us alive and have like a little evening with the kids. Yay! Are you working on something special? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to finish like 15 minutes earlier than I normally do. So I'm going to leave around 7:15, bring in all my plants, and then have a half an hour, 45 minutes fire with the kids and let them have a sugar rush with the marshmallows and then go to bed. You know, it's a long weekend. Tomorrow's off. I think tomorrow's going to be warm. But I'm thinking of putting my tomato plants in the tunnel cuz I don't know where I'm going to put all those tomato plants. Cuz tonight's going to I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night. It's going to be real cold. Actually, I'll have to bring everything inside. No, this is gonna be horrible. Tonight it's gonna be 3 degrees Celsius. Bummer. So, that's a lot of trays. Okay. Yeah, we had frost warning not yesterday. Anyways, I think it was Thursday and Friday or Wednesday. Anyways, it was 2 days this week. So I'll have to bring everything inside, and that's like at least I have 10 trays of tomatoes, including the ones that I'm selling. I had pre-orders at the beginning of the season. I had 3 customers, and all my tomatoes, all my peppers, that's 5 trays. All my flowers, that's 10 trays. It's a lot of trays, a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So both. Okay. So it's temperature feeling. Like I go, it says at 5 a.m., 5 Celsius, but feels like 2. Then tomorrow morning, it's going to be cold. So that means I won't be able to bring my plants outside until like late in the afternoon. Ouch. Okay. So Tetris again tonight for me. Bring all those plants. Okay. Well, you're zone 3, so you still have like 4 weeks of like this odd weather, right? Sorry. Oh. Falling asleep. I hope I won't fall asleep in the fire. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the fact that you're going to have 2 to 4 weeks of like this weird weather again? I don't cover plants. Everything that needs to be covered is in the tunnel. And brassicas, peas, they can survive 2 degrees Celsius. 1 month before planting. So you plant your tomatoes at the mid-June? Is that what you're saying? Well, it makes sense because your last frost date is the second week of June. Because Remy's date is the first week of June and you're after him. So that's long. How are your plants doing? Like, do you have tomato trees? Like last year? Oh, there's one thing I wanted to say to you. You know that we're exchanging soil blocking experience. And I sowed your seeds of the lawn keeper tomatoes. I sowed them the first week of April. I've put them in mini soil blockers, and then I up potted them into 2-inch soil blockers, and I've been fertilizing them about almost every week, almost 10 days. And they are looking way better than others that were in 50 cell trays. No worries, Remy. Remy, I was saying that I'll be finishing the live 15 minutes early because I am doing a fire with the kids outside, and I have about 15 to 30, like 15, 20 minutes of bringing like loads of trays back inside. I thought I was going to be able to leave my tomatoes outside, but it's going to be 2 degrees Celsius. So that means I have to bring everything back inside. I can't put row covers on that. That is getting tall. So I have mint that I can't seem to kill. So I'm like, I should ask Remy to come kill it for me. It was a joke. It was a joke. Awesome. Like it's a long weekend, so I want to take advantage of that. I do want to have a chit chat with you guys, but family time is like definitely important for us. So we're gonna try to see one if I can last till 8:30 tonight because I'm falling asleep right now. You think you can kill mint? I have mint that grows near my foundation. I have mint that's growing under my deck. I have mint that's growing all over the place. That'd be funny. So are you excited to start planting all of those fruit trees, or are you almost done planting your fruit trees, Remy? Sorry. So sorry. I have to plant the berry bushes that you guys gifted me. I sort of decided how I was going to create my food forest, but I didn't plant it yet, so I have to plant. Right. Okay. So here's what I've read. I'm not completely done for grapes. When you grow from cuttings and you put a cutting within soil, the leaves will continue progressing, but the root system won't be established. It takes about 4 months to 6 months to have a good root system established. So if you do cuttings in the spring and you plant them, I don't know, now, maybe the root system is not established enough and this is why it dies. But I don't know, like I've been trying to find out why your grapes die. Because I was told grapes are like mint, or like unkillable. I don't like. I haven't even transitioned your elderberry cutting that you brought me. Like, I still don't know where I'm gonna put it. Like, I don't know how tall. This is something I forgot to ask you. How tall it will be? Because I have like this vision of my goji berry in the corner of my garden, but then I have no idea where I'm gonna put that tree. Awesome. I would love to have hascap cuttings But I found Annie had an order from Annie from Mama Homemade made an order, and she had 5 extras, and I bought those from her. So I'm hoping I have 4 here, 3 indigo gems and 1 aurora, and I'm hoping that with 9 I should be okay. I saw that there was goji berries multiple different colors, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to stop. I can't look at this. I'm going to order them." No, no, no. So, if ever I move from this location, I will spend more time. I know this is going to sound cuckoo for people that just started gardening, but for homesteaders that's been doing this for a long time, you're going to understand my thought process. I don't think I'll be establishing a vegetable garden when I arrive. I think I'm just going to install a silage tarp on the ground, let nature do a thing, and then 1 or 2 years after, establish my in ground garden from there. I think I will spend much more time and energy on building a food forest, like different layers of, like, I don't know how to call this, but like an Eden garden or like an Asian garden, whatever you want to call it, like a heaven, not heaven, like a place of, it looks like romantic. You have benches. There's no straight lines. It's only like circles. In, like, there's asparagus, fruit trees, fruit bushes, berry bushes, all of that, all interplanted. I will invest much more in those types of plants when I start. Really? That's not good. Okay, not bad. My goji berry is about that. Okay, so it gives me a good idea, but I still don't know where I'm going to put it. And I have to plant the seeds that I got. I think the seeds that I got were black elderberry. And I'm hoping that one of you guys have an idea of what colors are the elderberries, the cuttings that you gave us. We can figure out the color quite fast, so that if it is black, I'll have to get another one. Okay, so you're talking mature size, 5 feet to 12 feet tall. Are you talking about goji berries or are you talking about elderberries? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Hmm. Like, buy land and, like, establish your food forest there. In maybe in your retirement years, you can build a cabin there around your orchard. From what I understand, the goji berry, the lady that sent me the cuttings, she said she cuts and trains her goji berries to stay under 10 feet tall, and she manages and cuts, and every year she does cuttings, and those are the ones that she hands out and give away. So if I have success with elderberry, I'll have to do the same thing with my lilac tree. I have to maintain it because it can get big quite fast. My goji always die where it freezes, so they stay small but does not produce either. Huh. I don't know. What are you talking about? John's variety. Is that the name of it? Or that's the person you got it from? I'm sorry, I was listening to my kids. We have baby bunnies, and I'm hearing my son say, I don't know where the bunny is. I'm having a moment that, uh-oh. Okay, so the name of the variety is John. Okay, so what is the image? Um, so I'm guessing that means it's black. So that means the seeds I got are black too. Uh-oh. I think mine are black. What's the name of the company, seed company that we placed our order from, Marilyn? The Incredible Seed. No, it's not the Incredible Seed Company. What was it? Anyways, I'll check it. But that if John's black, I think I ordered black seeds as well. Elderberry seeds. Okay. So it's the Incredible Seed Company. Incredible Seed Company. Um apple seed. Okay. I can't find it. I don't know. I know that the seeds are, but I don't know. I don't know the rest. No, it's not. Well, I heard, I don't know who said that you need more than one variety of elderberry to have fruit. So I'm wondering if my seeds that I ordered is black as well, I will never have I will never have fruits. Okay, elderberries. See here, the elderberry seed that we got, black elder, which is this one. I don't have space for like multiple trees. So I don't know. I'll keep it in the container for now until like my fruit forest is established. I might I don't know. I'll have to figure all of this out later on down the road. Well, I'm hearing an emergency downstairs. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. Anyway, I said I was gonna finish at 7:15. I am planning to film a little bit of content this week and publish a normal regular video. My hand is doing a little bit better. I do want to share the goodies that I did get at the convention. Yeah, I'll ask my neighbor if they want one. I got the coffee cups and I got some special stuff I wanted to show you. So I'll film that, and if I can't do a second one, I'll try to do a live on Thursday so that I can catch up with you guys and give you more juicy detail live. So take care, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thanks for coming chatting with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.